This is Sundance Dad, and you're listening to Real Life, Real Music.
Real Life, Real Music Radio with your host, Kyle Hutton.
Man, who adjusted this mic? They must have been really short.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, doing good.
Good. Oh, I forgot to check. Are we rolling video? We good? Audio? We good back there? Man, how about that? So Sundance, I know you drove a long way to get here tonight. I no, really. You play a lot of shows, man, and a Tuesday night here at Do-Si-Do, I just want to tell you thank you. You know, you play a lot of shows. You get to do your own shows. Thank you for coming and doing our show.
Oh, man, I wouldn't miss it for the world. And thank you guys for coming and showing up.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, you know, I was extremely surprised and humbled, Sundance, in Steamboat, Colorado this last year that we were up there, because almost every night, every once in a while, you know, this is our home base, but every once in a while we do off-site tapings of our radio show, and we've done that at Steamboat Music Fest for about the last 10 years. And so we do 4 tapings, one each night, and almost every night I would turn around and look over my right shoulder, and Sundance Head would be sitting right over in the backstage area looking almost as interested as I was at getting to talk to these songwriters. And so it was a little bit, I was minding my P's and Q's and making sure I looked like I knew what I was doing because you were watching.
Yeah, well, I really just came there to watch you interview these guys and for the free alcohol. But I will say I did sit in, I think... wasn't it you that interviewed William Beckman Jr.?
I did.
This guy is phenomenal. So
yeah, if you haven't seen William Beckman, you need to check him out.
His voice is really fantastic. It really blew me away. So.
Well, and that means a lot coming from this guy, as you know. Okay, so I'm going to ask you all kinds of questions tonight, and but you just, before I get going too far, you just pick a song out that you want to play for us. Tell us about it and kick us off tonight.
Okay. Well, I got to fix this microphone stand where I'm sitting on the same piece of carpet. That might work. Wikipedia says I'm 6 foot. I don't want you knights to mess that up either. I see y'all out there. So I start off with a song that I recorded, put on my new album, Starting Again. And thank you very much. You must have heard the pre-copy. So can y'all see my eyes, or I need to turn my hat around backwards? Which one? Well, I was trying to hide from you. But guess I won't do it anymore. Thank you. I know. So this song is called Come to Me Whenever You Get Lonely. It was originally recorded by Aretha Franklin, then my dad, Roy Head, cut it in the 70s, and it was my favorite song that he ever recorded. I love listening to it. And so he passed away in 2019, and the song means a lot of things different to me now. I'll play it for you. You're asking me to understand your feelings, to just forget my own and let you walk away. Darling, I won't raise a hand to stop you. Just let me say one thing before you leave. Come to me if ever you get lonely. Just reach out your hand there I'll be. My love will light your way out of the darkness. Ever need a true love, ever need a true love, come to me. Well, I know that time alone will change you, and that change of time will bring you back to me. So when you get tired of chasing rainbows, just take a look beside you, and there I'll be. Come to me if ever you get lonely. Just reach out your hand, there I'll be. My love will light your way out of the darkness. You ever need a true love, ever need a true love, you're asking me to understand your feelings, to just forget my own, let you walk away. Well, darling, I wanna raise one hand to stop you. Just let me say one thing before you leave. Oh. Come to me if ever you get lonely. Just reach out your hand, and there I'll be. My love will light your way out of the darkness. If you ever need a true love, come to me if ever you get lonely, yeah. Just reach out your hand, and there I'll be. My love will light your way out of the darkness. You ever need a true love, ever need a true love, come to me. Come to me.
Yeah.
Man, that was tough, man. I've been, I've actually been sick for a week. Normally, I'm a lot better looking than that. But I couldn't cancel this show for anything, man. So if I sound like Rod Stewart tonight, I apologize. I had never seen that much pollen on my car as I did on Thursday.
I hear you, man. It's been a rough one. Okay, so because you opened the door right there, talking about influences, I think I think there's been some other times that I've had guys or girls on this stage where we've talked about influences and their parents, to some degree, maybe wrote songs or were a folk singer or whatever. But man, I mean, your dad was out there doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say that you probably would be this first songwriter that I'm getting to talk to. Well, other than Paula Nelson, I did get to talk to Paula Nelson up here.
And then there's Paula Nelson.
So yeah. But tell me, man. Obviously, your dad's one of your influences. But tell us Tell us even a little bit more about the music that made up your family and like what shaped you to be the artist that you are now.
Well, you know, I grew up in a musical family, but I thought that's what everybody did because everyone that I hung out with were musicians or carnies or the same people, but, you know, some of them can play and some collect money. But so I didn't know anything really. I mean, I met a lot of people that were famous when I was younger, but I didn't even realize what was going on.
Right.
But what influenced me the most, I think, about growing up in that situation was my dad would have rehearsal at his home in Porter, and he had a studio set up over there, and I would be there when they would rehearse, and I'd watch every second of it. And then, hold on. You got me, dude. Hold on.
Hey, it's, you know what, man? It's going to be one of those nights. Is that okay with you guys? We're going to, yeah. We're talk about stuff that matters tonight.
Well, anyway, I'll kick your ass if you tell anybody you've seen me cry up here. Anyway, so I'd play their instruments whenever they would take breaks, and just kind of figured stuff out on my own. Really had a big stereo in my room, and I would just play along to it. Yeah. And it was really horrible for a long time. I'd invite all my friends over to listen to me play, and they all told me I was really bad at it. So, but then one day I played Inner Sandman. I was like, oh my God. So we had like a neighborhood meeting. I was like, dudes, y'all got to meet me down at the river on the West Fork. I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your brains out, dude. And it was that. And then everyone was like, man, we're going to start a band. Yeah. So then I was like, we were having open auditions for band members, you know.
I love it.
Yeah, so the first name was the Cat Killers. It didn't go very far. Not very marketable.
More marketable then than now. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't even
suppose.
get away. I'm going to have to edit that out of the podcast. Be getting all kinds of death threats from PETA and stuff.
Oh
so
my gosh.
I don't know.
Oh heck, that's funny.
Okay, so let's go. Like I don't want to go influences because you just played one. You just played your favorite song that your dad ever recorded. So let's go back to either that very first EP that you put out in 2010. Or maybe off the record that you did in 2012.
There, man.
But yeah, play us something that might have been one of those first songs, because I know we all got a bunch of bad songs in us, and we got to write them and get them out, right?
You mean bad like quality or bad like words?
Bad quality, like bad quality that we got to get out before we get to the ones we start to record,
this is
right?
obviously true. I'm still trying to figure out how to write good quality songs.
Oh no, you write great songs. So, but pick one of the early ones off that first EP.
Well, my wife Misty over here, she's gonna love this song. This is the song I wrote about my first heartbreak in high school.
All right.
And it wasn't her. But she's wonderful. We've been together for 24 years. And she's... Stand up, Misty. Come here and let everybody see you. Come on. Move it over here. I know what a lot of you are saying, and you're probably right. I thought the same thing. She married up. Anyway, this song is about the girl I was in love with in high school that broke my heart several times, but I didn't understand that you were supposed to let that kind of thing go. So I hung around.
It's going to be like this all night.
She had a cool car, man. And I was riding in it with her, so I was like, this has got to be love. We'd hit up the Sonic, go to the car show together on Thursday nights. All right, anyway. I wrote this song when I was 18 years old. That's right. About 4 years ago. So I guess it ends this way. You break my heart and just walk away. It sure is funny how things can change. It's funny how you threw it all away. the studio kind of loving. But the way you talk to me, it must have been your guilt recovering. Whoa, from what you've done to me. I never believed you would do this. Maybe my heart still wanna sing, 'cause I still love you. Whoa, you and need you. I still see you, feel you, and breathe you. Well, our world fell apart, but you will always be in my heart. I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say, and girl, I don't know what to say to you, 'cause I still love you. Whoa, you and need you. I still see you, feel you, and breathe you. Well, I still love, I still need you. Well, I still love with me.
All right, so that one you can find with me on the very first self-entitled EP that you put out. So I want to know this: you go into the studio to cut the 5 songs on that record. Like, what did Dad always encourage the music thing, or was he like, son, you don't know what you're getting into? Like what? Where did he stand on all that? And like, what was his take on you going in the studio the first time?
Well, right before that, actually, I had a writing deal with ZZ Top.
Wow.
And I was 21 years old. And I'd go down to the phone box all summer long. We went down there, and I wrote an entire album for Dusty and Frank Beard. And
Wow.
Billy was in California that whole summer.
Okay.
And so I was trying to get a contract with Lone Wolf Records out in Austin. And so we went out there and we worked with them. And that's actually where I went in. That's the one with the sun on it, right? The yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went and cut that at Lone Wolf with like a $250 budget.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be really awesome, man. And I still listen to that whatever that was. And I go, man, just so much creativity going on, you know?
Yeah.
But my dad never focused me on anything particularly. He told me everything that he did wrong in the music business, which was probably 90% of it. You know, so I knew what to look for. He told me the same people you meet going up is the same people you meet going down. Yeah. And but he didn't force me to get into music, so I didn't do anything in music really. I had a band in high school, and then I went to work in construction for a while, and then after that I went to work for an oil business company that were making parts for the pipeline.
Okay.
and then in 2006, thank you, Misty. 2006, Misty taught me to try out for American Idol. I didn't want to do that, but she talked me into it, and somehow I made it to 13 on there.
Yeah.
I know. I had no plan. I didn't really know me as an artist, I didn't really know me, period, but so I didn't know what to do. After that show, we came home, we were getting offers and actually we actually signed a record deal with Motown.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Jolene Cherry. So
Wow.
that was weird, but so then we went and we made an album. It was a duet record with me and another person from the show. And I thought it sounded great, but it was really their catalog. It was like the Motown catalog.
Okay.
So I was singing a bunch of Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson songs. And it was phenomenal.
I love it. Okay, well, I want to fast forward, okay, because you just played a song off of the very first, EP that if I go to iTunes that I can find, 2010. You and I had a conversation upstairs about the fact that you're finishing up a brand new Sundance Head studio record, and I just want to. I'm going to embarrass myself if you say no, but I want to ask on behalf of me and the people in the audience if you would be willing to play us something new, maybe that we haven't heard yet.
Okay.
Misty, can he do that?
Well, she don't know. She don't know. I will. I'll try my best, but this is my interview, Misty.
I was just thinking, who needs a teleprompter? Who needs a teleprompter when you got Misty? I need you to come to every show.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, make sure after the show you go over here and buy merch.
Oh, yeah.
It all goes to a wonderful cause. My wife. Yeah, hell yeah.
So new record, working on a new record down at our friend's studio, and man, he's a great guy, Mr. Stormy Cooper down at Stormy Cooper Media.
Yeah,
just won. He just won Producer of the Year, and he just won a Studio of the Year again for the Texas
I don't
Music
doubt
Awards.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right, I'll give my best shot at this here. As in most wonderful things that have happened in my life. If you really do a deep dive into my music, you'll find out that I've got probably 12 really great songs that I'm going to release on one album, eventually called The Greatest Misses, because they're all about my wife. See how we tie that in?
I like it.
I've already thought about the marketing. It's going to work. Except for Mrs. means I'm dead, right? Right? Or is that Miss? Okay, well, I did go to New Caney High School. Shout out to them. This song's called She Ain't Leaving. She ain't leaving, she's already gone. And I'm holding on to a memory for too long. She ain't crying, she's already cried. And I'm holding on to a feeling tonight. I should have known, she told me so. Deep down inside my soul, I let it go. Hey, Misty, we started with the wrong verse. She left. She knew it. She disappeared. Hey, did we record that on TV?
Let's do it.
Let's start this
Start
verse
over
again. She ain't leaving. She's already cried. And I've been holding on to a memory tonight. She ain't leaving. She's already gone. And I've been holding on to a feeling for too long. How many times did she leave me? How many times before did she try? When she smiled and said she loved me, but I was played out in her mind. Well, she ain't leaving, she's already gone, and I've been holding on to a feeling for too long. If she ain't crying, she's already cried, and I've been holding on to a memory tonight. I should have known, she told me so. Deep down inside my soul, I let it go. When she was nice, I'd hold her close. Those are the times that we love most. Oh, she ain't leaving, she's already gone, and I've been holding on to a feeling for too long. But she ain't crying, she's already cried, and I've been holding on to a memory tonight. Oh, yeah. She ain't leaving, she's already gone, and I'm holding on to a feeling for too long. If she ain't crying, she's already cried, and I'm holding on to a memory tonight. Oh, I'm dancing with a stranger, 'cause she ain't leaving, she's already gone, and I've been holding on to a memory for too long. Oh, hey, Misty's back. Hey, you left just in time for me to screw it up, and then I looked for you, you're nowhere to be found. Oh. Oh, you got it.
He's gonna blame you anyway.
You know it.
Man, nice song. I love that song. How many songs are you putting on the new project?
Well, I have 13,
Okay,
because it's a lucky record.
there you go.
It's called Starting Over, and I feel like that's where I'm at musically in my life. So it also has a beautiful phoenix on the cover coming out of the fire
I love it.
with a sweet beard.
Of course it does.
Y'all, wait till you see this logo. Everyone's going to be wearing these shirts.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Okay, so we've talked about your early inspiration of your dad. You've talked about learning to play Metallica out by the river. I want to know, and you've talked about getting signed to a project that was on Motown. And so, man, like, where did the R&B come from? You know what I mean? Like, where? Because, dude, you're so deeply rooted in your vocal styling and your writing. Sure. Like, tell me, where did that twist and turn show up?
Well, I always told people I was half black, Irish. Thank you. I just found that out, by the way. Now I'm getting into it.
There you go.
That's why I grew my hair long. I'm going to build a wooden boat and go figure this out. But, no, man, I grew up listening to a lot of soul music, man. Patsy Cline, James Brown, Marvin Gaye, Otis Redding. I like that 50s and 60s rock infused blues music, Motown music, really Motown. All the Motown stuff I really love. But also, got hard into like Kiss
Yeah.
and then Led Zeppelin. So I'm all over the place. Currently, I just finished up Slipknot.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
It's not all bad. I can take the metal until it sounds like Cookie Monster. When they're singing, it sounds just like Cookie Monster. That's when I got to check out. But
I get it.
I wish I could play guitar as good as these guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So on that note, let's go to the record that I think is aptly titled "Soul Country." Right? Because man, that's a true blend of who you are, and I think that one you released that one in like 2016.
Yeah, that was right before I won The Voice. We made that album and I produced it, and we recorded that at Stormy Cooper Media. Yeah. Lyndon Hughes was the engineer. He's a phenomenal artist. He's currently drumming for the Wilder Blue.
Yes.
And these guys are like, man, they're just so good.
Well, pick one from that project and tell us about it.
All right, then.
Soul Country.
What do we got here, man? I'll play Soul Country. How about that?
Perfect.
So this started out people requesting songs. It shows that I didn't know any of the music. So I told them it was $1,000 a request. And that weekend we made $4,000 and $4,100. I told Misty, I can't never tell these people that again. So I wrote this song about songs I don't know. It goes like this. Ooh. Anything that I might know. No, sir, I'm learning how to play the guitar. Let me try to find a note. Can I sing you some old Jody Blue? Or maybe show you George Jones? I've got that old time country song just running through my bones. I ain't got no cash, Johnny. I ain't got no straight jobs. I ain't got no pride, Charlie. Just that old soul country in my bones. Can you sing me a song? Anything, sir, that I might know, so that I can sing along. Do you do any old Waylon Jennings? Or do you do the Rolling Stones? Can you sing me some old Hank Williams? 'Cause I'm so far away from home. I ain't got no cash, Johnny. I ain't got no straight George. I ain't got no pride, Charlie. Just that old soul country in my bones. I ain't got no cash, Johnny. Well, I'm feeling haggard, boy, yeah. I ain't got no pride, Charlie. Oh, it's that old soul country in my bones. I don't have any money either. I didn't get my money, Misty. I guess that's just one thing I do have. Just that old soul country in my bones. Oh, just that old soul country in my bones. Thanks so much.
Are y'all doing all right so far this evening? Everybody good out there? Okay, I need your help. I need your help for just a minute. Sundance, we got to kick off the syndicated radio part of this with a liner, okay? So I need you to say, this is Sundance Head, and this is real life, real music.
Ready?
And then y'all need to go nuts, okay? Until I go like this. It'll be like 5 minutes, and then I'll stop you. I'm just kidding. Just go nuts until I tell you to stop.
This is Sundance Head, and you're listening to Real Life, Real Music.
Man, they get extra credit up there. That's great. Man. I think they're having fun tonight. I'm having fun. I hope you're doing all right. You need anything? You good?
No, I need to do this again when I can sing good.
Oh, well, come on. Don't give us that. I think
This
you
is like
sound
showing up when you
great.
ain't ready. You know.
Okay, I want to go back to I want to go back to the record. Hold on one second. 2016 in green, and I want to ask you about a highway that we've all driven on, and we have a love-hate relationship with it. Highway 59.
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
us. Give us the story behind that hometown song, man.
Man, I wrote this driving from New Caney up to Maydale, which is on 84, in between Palestine and Rusk. And I just heard this. It's like a driving song, no?
Yeah.
I want everyone to leave me alone right now. I want everyone to leave me alone. And I don't want nobody leaving me alone right now. Don't want anyone to leave me alone. Anyway, I don't remember it, but my favorite song for 2016 in green is the title track, which 2016 in green is 2016 Green Road in New Braunfels.
All right.
It was my granddad's farm.
Oh, cool.
And so I went back there when I was 34, and I took my wife, and we went to go float the river down there. And I always drive by that house, and I want to go in there and tell whoever's in there to get out, you know? So this time we went there, and it was the son of the owner of Schlitterbond, and they were living in the house, and they just had a baby. Wow. And they were using the farm now to put together their components for their rides.
Okay.
Or store them. So I said, hey, man, can I come in the house and just look around? You know, this is my granddad and grandma's house. And during the 80s, when my dad was on tour a lot, he would take me there every summer. I'd spend 2 or 3 months there. And my granddad would bale hay. Well, I would bale hay. My granddad would listen to the swap shop in his pickup with his feet out the window. And that's how I got this amazing body. A lot of hard work, but thank you very much. Yeah, it's dedication. So we went back, and we were leaving. We took pictures, and we were leaving, and Misty goes, you know, the address is 2016 Green. And I said, what? I never even knew the address there, never. I could go there in the dark. I didn't need the address. And so it just hit me, and I wrote this entire song on a piece of sonic napkin. It took like literally 2 or 3 minutes.
Wow.
I wrote this song without putting music to it. It was one of those songs.
Yeah, yeah.
So I want to play it for you guys right now. Granddad in the fence glasses and grandma on the sheets. There were no defenses in 1983. A boy who played the guitar, his father on the road. His record was the soundtrack on stereo. A train ran through the backyard. I'd hear that whistle blow, and I would wonder one day, where would I go? Ambition turned to 60 hours. My heart's on the road. Every day is working time, and I can't see the road. 2016 and green, that's where I learned to sing. It was written on the fence post, and he said to me, the good times they are coming, take them fast. It's 2016 and green, it's never gonna last. Those years gone by now, I still go by the house, looking in the window for a sign from the past. And it may never be coming, but I look every time for a face in the window I recognize as mine. 2016 and green, that's where I learned to sing. It was written on the fence post, and he said to me, the good times they're coming, you better take them fast. It's 2016 and green, it's never gonna last. Well, everything has changed so much, I feel so out of touch. Darling, in the spring, I can't feel anything. Jesse died a long time ago, I still hear the rodeo and breakfast at the table when everybody's able. "2016 and green, that's where I learned to sing. It was written on the fence post, and he said to me, the good times they're coming, you better take them fast. It's 2016 and green, it's never gonna last. 'Cause 2016 and green, it's left in the past."
What a great song. Okay, so I want to ask you about a story, and one of the things that I try not to do on this show is necessarily ask the same questions that you get asked in every interview. And at the same time, since this is really a story, this show is a story about kind of who you are and where you are and why you do what you do. A big part of what's happened for you in that's brought you to where you are right now was your appearance on that second reality TV singing program you did called The Voice that you won. Man, I just want to ask you, number one, how did you decide to go that route, and then what do you really feel like are some of the most important things either that you learned or that you've taken with you from that experience?
Well, at that point, we were trying to figure out how to grow our audience, and so my wife had talked me into going to do American Idol. I told her I would never do another reality TV show, and then she signed me up for Naked and Afraid. They wouldn't let me on the show because I told them I have to have some fishing line and a $1 bill. So she taught me into doing the voice, and I really didn't want to do it, but she goes, "Hey man, at that time we're trying to find an agent, really booking it, because she was doing all the booking, and I think she was tired of having to deal with it." So my buddy Scott Baker drove me to Minute Maid Park, and I tried out with like a couple thousand people, and they told me to come out to LA and do a second audition. And so I was really pumped up about that. So when I was on American Idol, I didn't have a plan. I didn't understand you have to have a plan and like have a genre or something. So I just figured I'll just go out here and try to out-sing everybody, but you really can't do it that way. And then, so once I made it onto The Voice, I did have a plan, and that was to do female songs that were popular and put my own arrangement to them and sing them with a male vocal.
Yeah.
So that was my whole strategy.
Okay. All right.
And, and it was really scary playing The Climb in front of Miley Cyrus, because she was like right where y'all are at. And I was like, I wonder if she's going to think this is cool or not. But I made that song go #1 for her again.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. Absolutely. So are you like in hindsight, are you glad you did it?
Oh yeah, certainly. I'm glad I did it. I mean, I learned so much that we don't even have time to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's a strange place out there. Once you figure out what's going on, and it's really scary actually.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more than entertainment that these people are controlling out here.
Mm. Well, do you want to, is there something either that you sang on the show or maybe something you've written since then about that would have that experience tied into it or whatever? Just whatever you feel like playing based on the voice conversation.
Sure. Okay. Well, I wrote a song called Darling Don't Go that I played on there. And that was the first time I ever received a check in the mail for a song I wrote when we got back home. So, I wrote that song for Misty. We got in an argument. It was actually about trying out for The Voice.
Really?
Yeah, so anyway, it goes like this. You gotta listen to your wife. I know who you are. Yeah, that's exactly right. Hey man, this is where the sound guy has to make me tall and handsome out front. Got it? So Misty's sitting right there. I've told you that already. I'm having a difficult time. I'm having a difficult time up here tonight because I got a lot of things going on. Darling, don't go. Leave me all by myself. I don't think I can make it without you. Lord, I know I was wrong to ever speak to you that way. Well, I promise I will never do it again. Lord, I know what they say is true, babe. I could never live one day without you. Please come home, 'cause my heart is on the floor. Well, I'm walking in circles over you. What they say is true, babe. And I could never live one day without you. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm about to lose my voice. It would be the opportune time to make it happen, right?
All right.
I got a lot up here going on too, man. So thank you guys for coming out. Thank you.
Well, have a seat for a minute. I'm gonna thank our sponsors. I got to have my little Porter Wagner. Got to have my little Porter Wagner moment. How many of you would like to possibly win 2 tickets to see me have this conversation with Winona Judd? Anybody in here want to do that? Okay, let me tell you what. We're going to do, my friends at the Griffin Realty Group, Jason Laird, right back over there. Wave your hand, Jason. They've got seats to every show, and what they want to do is they want to raffle off 2 of their seats. And here's the way this works. They are supporting it's NAMI. What does that stand for? It's a mental health organization. And what they're going to do is, if you look on at your seat, you'll see you got a QR code there, or you can just give a crisp 20 to Jason Laird with your name and your phone number on this piece of paper right here. And what's going to happen is they are going to collect these. You drop it off right back there. They're going to collect these, and then they're going to draw a winner, and they will text you or call you on the phone number that you list here. But somebody tonight is going to win 2 Winona Judd tickets. And I don't remember how much they are, but they're a couple $100 a piece. So $20 donation to a great cause. Thank you guys for helping make tonight possible. If you need a realtor in the area to help you navigate the crazy market that's going on right now, the Griffin Realty Group is here tonight. They will help you out. If you want to enter the raffle, make sure you do that. Fill out this card and drop it at their table on the way out. Okay. My friends at Caldwell Communities, there's a brochure here on Chambers Creek. It's their newest community they're building out in the Willis area. They call it a 55 and better community, because it's for those of us that are getting on up in age that we want to go out and play golf and not have a bunch of kids bug us or whatever. So make sure and check out Chambers Creek as well as the Highlands, and then man sitting right over here you still got a glass of wine back there? Sitting back there with a glass of wine. My friend from Chicago Title Houston, Lacey, thank you so much for helping us make tonight possible. We appreciate you. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making tonight possible. Okay, have y'all had a good time so far? Okay. All right. You doing all right? You doing all right, Big Sexy?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
If I was any better, I'd be Kyle Hutton.
Okay, I got a request to play one, so now I got to try to figure out, what do you play when Sundance Head is sitting here?
Hey, play 5.
You play something that's totally different, because you don't try to copy that. Okay, man, let me think.
Play Anaconda DeVita. That's 7 minutes.
Give you a long break. I don't know what I'm gonna play here. Let's see. Do what? Oh, Flowers. Okay, yeah, I'll play Flowers. Are you getting this guitar still? Yeah? You got it? I haven't played this one in a while, but I wrote this song to commemorate an event that happened at our house. I drove home one day, and my wife's favorite camellia bushes in the front yard, they bloom once a year for about 2 weeks. And my 2 little daughters had picked all of the buds off of the camellia bush. And they went over to their mom and said, Mom, look, we found a bunch of acorns. And Tara looked in their hands and went, those are not acorns. So I came home to 3 distraught females, my 2 daughters and my wife. who is not going to see her camellia bush bloom for a year. So I wrote this song about it for anybody that's got kids. You'll get this. I mean, I wrote a song one time called "Longest Days, Shortest Years" because I think that's what having kids is kind of like. And that's really the sentiment of this song too. I've got 3 boys that have grown up and gone on. Actually, one of them's a senior. He'll be going off to college. But then we've got these 2 little girls, so it's kind of like getting to do it over again and already knowing the end of the story. And the end of the story is one day the house is going to be quiet. That's what this song's about. I knew it was a good one when I pulled into the drive. Camellia blooms and tears at your side, and 2 little sets of hands with work left to be done, and the harvest of your efforts would take a year to be undone. Well, let's go on in the kitchen and we'll put some supper on. And that little in the pantry takes a lot of being gone. And no matter what we're having, you know someone will complain. And you'll just roll your eyes while I think about the day when we finally have the freedom that we planned for all our lives, and a sink with fewer dishes and less clothes to wash and dry, and a quiet cup of coffee won't be quite as hard. There'll be money in your pocketbook and flowers in the yard. No more wood floors creaking above us in the middle of the night. And no more I had a bad dream and she started the fight. And the only midnight waking be from the sounds that I don't hear, and the wondering that's gonna move in when they leave us here. And we finally have the freedom that we planned for all our lives, and a sink with fewer dishes and less clothes to wash and dry, and a quiet conversation won't be quite as hard. There'll be money in your pocketbook and flowers in the yard. Yeah, we'll finally have the freedom that we planned for all our lives, and a sink with fewer dishes and less clothes to wash and dry, and a quiet cup of coffee won't be quite as hard. There'll be money in your pocketbook and flowers in the yard. Thank you. Thank you very much. How you doing over there? They call you Big Sexy, don't they? Hey, are you going to hang out?
What are you doing?
Sundance, are you going to hang out and sign some T-shirts and hats
Man, you
and
know
all that
it.
kind of stuff
You
when
know
we're
it.
done?
I was tested for COVID, and they told me I was badass. you know.
Of course they did. Of course they told you that. Okay, so going back to the voice thing. I mean, I know one of the things that really solidified for you after that was a relationship with a guy by the name of Dean Dillon, one of the best songwriters that I've ever had the pleasure of meeting and having on this show. And you did a record under a label deal with him, and the record was Stained Glass and Neon. I wonder if you would pick tell us a little bit about Dean Dillon. Pick a song and play it for us.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, Dean is a quiet feller. He speaks loudly through his songs, though. And he's by far the most incredible songwriter I've ever been with.
Yeah.
So I think he's written 30 number ones for George Strait?
I think
maybe more than that.
He's had like 50 songs cut by George,
sure.
And I think like a huge percentage of them were number ones. Yeah.
So I've always written songs by myself. I never co-wrote with anyone. And of course, my first co-write was to fly into Gunnison and record with and write with Dean Dillon at his house. And I had no idea who this guy was, really. I mean, I knew he was a badass and everything, but I didn't really understand until I went into his guest house, and it's just wall-to-wall number ones. Looks like these photos on the wall, just number one. And I'm like, what is this? And then I Googled him, and I got so scared. I called Misty. I'm like, I got to get out of here. You don't know what y'all did over here, but... So during that experience, I wrote with a lot of great people, man. And I worked with Buddy Cannon. He's Willie Nelson's producer, and a lot of great other guys as well. And it was funny because when I went to Nashville, I would write a song and then figure out what I'm going to call the song. But in Nashville, you come up with a title and then you write a song. And so I had it backwards, I thought, until I came home from Nashville to try to write a song. And I couldn't write anything for a long time. You know, you figure out both methods, and it's kind of like, well, man, I probably shouldn't even know about the other side of the door, you know? Yeah. But I wrote this song because my wife was really aggravating me. And Dean let me put it on the album because he said, man, it's a pretty good song. And I wrote this with Casey Bethard. All right. So it's a song called Drive Me to Drinking. I told Misty, I said, hey, if you're going to drive me to drinking, why don't you just drop me off at the bar? All right. Came down on me like a bolt of lightning from the sky. She pointed out all my wrongs and said I could do nothing right. I wasn't in the state of mind of old King James Book of John. I looked her straight in the eye and said, baby, now come on. If you're gonna drive me to drinking, you're gonna drive me to drinking, well, drop me off down at the bar. I said, hold that thought right there and let's take this talk outside. Crank up that old truck and baby, take me for a ride. You got 3 whole miles to say what's on your mind. You can pick me back up where I let you down right after closing time. If you're gonna drive me to drinking, well, it really ain't that far. If you're gonna drive me to drinking, well, drop me off down at the bar. Ooh. y'all sing it with me. If you're gonna drive me to drinking, well, take me where my buddies are. If you're gonna drive me to drinking, find a tap of old clothes, Lone Star. If you're gonna drive me to drinking, well, it really ain't that far. If you're gonna drive me to drinking, well, drive me on down. Well, drive me on down at the bar.
Have y'all had a good time tonight? Man, I want to thank Do-Si Do. Thank you, Do-Si Do, for having such a wonderful place to play music and for letting us do this here for 15 years. Chicago Title, Caldwell Companies, and Griffin Realty Group. Jason Laird, thank you. Don't forget to turn in your little cards back there if you want to be registered to win the tickets to Winona Judd. Man, thank you for spending time with us tonight and for coming out on a Tuesday night and playing songs for us, brother.
Hey man, I wrote a brand new song if y'all got a mic stand so I can read.
Yes, yes. Now let me ask you this. You let me hear one upstairs. Is that okay? I want to set this one up just a little bit, and then I want to hear his story. You know, man, first off, anytime a songwriter shares a brand new song, especially in a one-on-one situation, I take that like so seriously, because that's like, man, I know what it's like to try to write one, and that's a piece of your heart. And Sundance handed me his phone, said, listen to this song, I want to know what you think. And I listened to it, and man, I told him two things. I said, number one, that's a great song. It's a great song. It's not a good song, it's a great song. And number two, for me, it's an important song. And it's an important song because it talks about something that's important to me in life, and that's faith. But not only does it talk about faith, but it talks about some of the stuff that it takes to get to a place where you have faith. You know what I'm saying? Like the darker side. A lot of times, to me, what could be considered gospel music or Christian music sometimes only gives you one side of the story, and it's a great side of the story. But the flip side of the gospel message is the need for redemption, and that's where kind of the dark stuff happens, right? And man, he played this song for me, and it just floored me. So I'm glad you want to take a stab at it tonight.
Misty, there's a hidden door. You walk by it 5 times.
What do you need, a music stand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get you one.
I think I asked her for a mic stand, so she brought me a chair. Hey, man, these people know what that is. There's at least 4 Italians in here. That's a hell of a way to set up a gospel song, ain't it? Couple of double, whatever that's called. Hey, Misty, talk. Come on, say something.
Okay. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. Hey, do not mind my baseball. My freshman, he had a game. We went and saw the first inning, or the first bat of the freshman team, and then we had a run up here, so I had to support them and did not have time to change. Plus, it was 91 degrees outside at the time. But anyways, thank y'all for coming out on this Tuesday. And if you've ever seen Sundance before, thank y'all for coming back in again. If this is your first time, thank you for spending your evening with us. I know he's not feeling well. I know he's confused because he's so scared. Back in 2017, he got sick one time and kept singing and singing. He was on a West Coast, East Coast tour, and on a radio tour as well. They were flying him in and out of gigs, and he was sick, and then did a show, and then lost his voice. Like, he's never lost his voice, and we didn't have cancel anything. However, it was like 3 weeks before he got his voice back, and he was so scared he was never going to be able to sing again. And that's like
I thought he was going to have to go into male modeling.
He did. And we would be really screwed if that happened. So, we got to get the voice back. So thank y'all for bearing with us tonight. But anyways, this is a great song. Kyle's going to set it up, and he can let you know about it. And lucky for him, it's not a power vocal song. This is probably his first song. Like he said, we've been together 24 years. That he didn't write to sing. It's just about the words. It's just about the lyrics. And there's no runs. There's nothing. So you wouldn't think this is a Sundance Head song, which is a new experience for me and really cool because it's a different side. So there's always room to grow.
Yeah. Well, Sundance, listen, man, you tell as much as you feel comfortable telling about this song. And, man, I appreciate everything that you've done tonight. I appreciate what you've shared with me. And, man, I know, there is a lot going on in your head right now and in your life. And again, I just appreciate that we got to spend this time with you this evening, buddy. Yeah.
So, first of all, I've been really kind of emotional tonight because I found out some horrible news. Doctor says I have male gynoplasty. I know, half of these people don't even know what that is. That was a serious joke. Google it. It was a joke anyway. I don't have it. All right, that was great.
Somebody just Googled it.
Anyway, man, I'm giving this a shot. Don't judge me because I've never played this before. I just wrote this song, actually, so. It was not intentional either, by the way. Let's see if it works. So far, not really good.
Hey, guys, and while he's tuning up here, I'll tell you this. We appreciate all you guys being here tonight. If you've liked this interaction, come see us. We got the Damn Quails. We got Winona Judd. I got Larry Gatlin coming back. We got a lot of people coming this year. Come back and see us again. Thank you for being here tonight, and I hope you'll hang around and let's send them home a little bit lighter than when they got here. Let's go buy some of those T-shirts and that kind of stuff. And thank you guys for thanks for being here tonight. We're going to close with this one. I couldn't think of a better song to close with tonight.
Well, have you ever tuned with a capo on before?
I have.
I'm starting to think it's not a good idea. Good thing you're editing. Somebody say, tell a joke. Not about gynoplasty. Oh, nice. Thank you. What a comeback.
There you go.
Here we go. This song's called In This Lonely Time, and I'm debuting it right now for y'all, okay?
Yeah.
Well, I feel safety coming over me from the spoken words of your prophecy. And I see changes not impossible. Now I have the will because you saved me. Footprints in the sand carry me to the promised land. The gospel choir sings, and Christ is still the King. And I feel safety and in me makes me smile. I know I'm not alone in this lonely time. I know you'll take me when the devil comes. I hear the trumpet scream and the beating drums. Footprints in the sand carry me to the promised land. The gospel choir sings, Christ is still the King. And I run to you to kneel before the throne, and I reach out for your hand so you will take me home. I know that you were nailed to the cross so my sins would be all gone. And I believe, and I believe, 'cause I feel safety coming over me from the spoken words. And I feel safety, and it makes me smile. I know I'm not alone in this lonely time. Thank y'all for coming out. I'm very emotional tonight. I'm not trying to keep secrets. I hope I never have to tell you all about it. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sundance Head.